You know what time it is now. It's time for another noon whistle. I'm coming to everybody from St. Petersburg, Florida. Probably should upgrade to SPF 30, but feeling good and warm. I'm here again with my partner, John Anzalo. John, how you doing, buddy?
I'm good. A little cooler here.
I'm guessing. And today we are very fortunate to have our guest, Kate Bishop, the Executive Director of Human Resources from Walworth County. Thanks for joining us, Kate.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. As you can see, I'm not in Florida. I'm frozen, literally, here in Elkhorn, Wisconsin.
Well, you know, as you know, we want to, on the noon whistle, we identify people who demonstrate flexibility, resiliency, and, you know, you're modeling that for all of the employees at Walworth County. So thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me. I really appreciate being here.
All right, let's go, Johnny.
All right. Yeah. Glad you could join us, Kate. I appreciate your time. Hey, I guess to start out, one of the things I've noticed is how going out to get employees has really changed a lot in Walworth County over the last few years. You tell us a little bit about how you've changed or adapted to times or things you've integrated in the hiring process to maybe gain a bigger pool.
Sure. Well, so I've been here about 3.5 years, and we have really started using content, digital content, visual content to really help sell our jobs. If that's what you're doing, is you're selling a job to somebody. It's definitely an employee market right now. So when I first got here, we did not have social media for employment. So we created a Facebook careers page. We started leveraging LinkedIn. We really revamped our web page, the HR page. And like I said, we're definitely using employee testimonials, because the number one person to sell a job is not the HR director trying to sell it. It's those people in the positions. So getting employee testimonials. We did a video at the end of 2019, my first year here, a countywide video. Unfortunately, this summer we just redid those. So we have a very nice county video, as well as some department videos specific to like Health and Human Services, the Sheriff's Office, Lakeland School, and that type of stuff. So really selling those jobs to people.
Yeah,
So,
that's obvious. Yeah, I mean, we see it out there all the time.
So I saw those videos, Kate, and it looks like you guys have recently been pretty aggressive pushing those out to tell your story. You know, besides the attraction of employees, I mean, obviously that's your number one, is to bring in talent. Have you seen any other benefits to the use of social media in telling the Walworth County story?
Yes, for sure. So for example, Lakeland Healthcare Center, our nursing home long-term facility, we like to share the different things they're doing there, because that shares the culture that's there and will help sell the jobs as well, or help people. Maybe they're not looking right now, but they see the wonderful things we're doing at the school or the nursing home or the sheriff's office, or Health and Human Services, or the various departments and what they do. And then they'll keep that in mind for if they are looking for a job in the future, or share that with somebody they know is looking for a job. So just sharing the things we do as being part of Walworth County. You know, it's a wonderful place to live, and our employees are the people helping make this a wonderful place to live and raise a family and even visit.
Okay, where would I find or look for jobs if I'm looking like, hey, Walworth County might be something I'm interested in? Where do I go? Where do I look?
Sure. Well, you can visit our website. And then, of course, the human resource page has all the links to various things, the videos, the testimonials, the jobs, as well as there's an apply on the main page where you can see the jobs. But we have the Facebook careers page, Walworth County Careers, so like and follow that. We have the LinkedIn page. But then when we post to our website, it feeds to all the major job sites such as Indeed, Monster, those types of things, as well as local job boards that we have in the community as well for certain specialty jobs or certain departments, like the Sheriff's Office. We do WileyNet, Police One. When doing Health and Human Services, if we're doing some of those social worker or highly skilled jobs, we might go to specific job boards for those types of jobs. Same with teachers, feeds to the main page there.
Okay.
I was thinking, as we're talking through this, I mean, obviously you've been in HR for an extended period of time, been at the county for the last couple of years. As we sit here, John and I are interacting with kids and community and, trying to connect students with potential employment opportunities. When you look at who you want to hire, tell us a little bit about those employability skills, soft skills, however you want to define it, that are applicable to all the positions that you offer. Like, what's that one really, those handful of skills that we want all employees to have that we could tell kids, make sure this is a priority?
Sure. Well, like you said, we have a diverse range of job positions. So, but there are those core skills that people need to have with any position. So communication is one, being able to communicate with people and a different variety of people. Certainly in most of our jobs, you're dealing with a wide array of people. So being able to communicate with a different or all sorts of people. Adaptability, as you commented, we're doing today here, being adaptable. Nothing's cookie cutter anymore. So being able to adapt to change is certainly one. Most of the jobs here too require teamwork. So being able to be part of a team, which obviously, coming out of schools, there's generally students are parts of various teams, not necessarily sports teams, but there's academic teams, there's social teams, so they can build their skills that way. Self-motivation is a big one too, and being an advocate for yourself for continuous learning and training. Those are always good things as well. And being responsible. I think we all know that's an important one. And making your job your priority, because people are counting on you. Not only the people you're working with, but in our positions, people in the community are counting on us.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, we got a quick question that came up on the side here from someone that's watching.
Yeah, where are they coming to us from? Looks like Delavan, John.
It does look like Delavan, yes.
Yeah.
So you're going to interview me. You're going to interview me. I walk in the room. What are like the first three things that you as an interview panel or someone on an interview panel would recognize or identify, or what would be positive?
Sure. Well, I think, walking in, I know during COVID, shaking hands wasn't necessarily a thing, but so just coming in with that confidence maybe and greeting the person, eye contact, and that. I think also when interviewing, what's important is asking questions. So showing that you've done your research on the either company, organization, or case the county, as well as coming prepared with questions. Because an interview is a two-way street. We're interviewing you, but you're also interviewing us, and you want to make sure it's the right fit both ways. So I think that's important. Those are some of the important things.
All right, I got to ask this question, because as you talked about interviewing us, I think about a moment we've had. We all have really good interview stories, where you're just like, that one didn't go well. You come on, John, you were captain of police department. Anybody got a really, what is your biggest pet peeve in an interview? Like, oh man, I hope they don't do this. I
always like the one
about money,
right? Or the reply kind of made me chuckle when people go, "That's a really good question," and you think, "Well, thank you, but we put some time into this. I hope it's a good question."
What do you say? I'm dumb.
And I know sometimes those are just things we all do, that we're buying ourselves some time while we're thinking of the answer or whatever. But funny stories are, people that would go get a suit coat, and then through the interview, all of a sudden the tag would fall out of the arm because they kept it on. They were going to return it when they got done.
That's funny.
Kate, what do you got? You got to have something good.
I think, it's never good to badmouth the people you're interviewing for. We had that happen. Not only where I currently am, but in other roles I've been in. Not good. It's good to ask questions and ask challenging questions, but to frame it in a way where you're not, it doesn't appear that you are wanting to work for the organization, then why are you interviewing it? That's usually not a good thing.
All right, I'm going to tell this one just for entertainment purposes. Maybe I shouldn't, but that's always the disclaimer. I had a gentleman one time in an interview, not at Elkhorn, another district, who unfortunately, in the middle of the meeting, had to run to the bathroom. And he was on the other side of the table, and he had to like meander his way to the exit. And as he was running to the bathroom, all we heard him saying was, "Oh boy, oh boy."
He was nervous.
Yeah,
he was nervous.
Hey, I got a couple, Chris. If you got one, go ahead. I got a couple I want to ask Kate.
No, go ahead. I'm good. I'm just
Kate.
a while ago, window enjoying the heat down here.
All right. Hey, a while ago, Kate, you had you were on a panel at school maybe 4 years ago or whatever. We brought some people in to talk about the district and that. And I guess your reflection, being a parent of students who go to Elkhorn, kind of your reflection and why Elkhorn?
Well, and that's actually a good question because my children were actually in the Williams Bay School District, and not that there's anything wrong with that. But we had gone to Lakeland Little Learners, which was linked to the Elkhorn School District, and we just wanted a bit of a bigger school district. But we, a lot of the programs the school runs are fabulous. We know they have the different tracks, educational wise, and we've just found that we really do like Elkhorn. And I know other schools do this too, but you have the youth apprenticeship program, and there's just a lot of great things you do. I feel like it is, even though it's a bit bigger, it's still like a family feeling within there. And so
That's nice to hear. So I'm gonna throw one totally outside the box.
Uh-oh.
As we get close to wrapping up here. Favorite Christmas movie?
Well,
What's yours, Chris?
for me or for Chris?
Chris, you go first.
I want to hear Kate. That's a great question, John.
All right.
Well, I mean, everybody's favorite Christmas movie is Die Hard, right? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. So I probably have two, and they're not well, maybe one's kind of a classic now. I like Home Alone. That's when I was a child. Home Alone is a good one. And then the other one I really like is Daddy's Home 2. I love me some Will Ferrell and some Mark Wahlberg. That's a good combination.
All right.
So,
I'm going to go with Elf. Speaking of
there you go. There's
Will Ferrell, I mean, can't go wrong. Great movie. Kids love it. I mean, obviously, you don't want to tell your kids to eat that much sugar, but it's kind of perfect. John, what about you?
Gosh, I think I'm going to age myself again when I say A Christmas Story. It's kind of, old faithful, authentic.
I like it.
For sure. Yeah.
All right, Kate, this is the moment. All three of those are good. I think we're going to have down here on Friday or Saturday, we're going to do a Christmas movie marathon as a family. So we'll see where that goes. All right. We got about 2 minutes left, no time, but let's do some shout outs, John. What do you think?
Oh, go ahead. I'm going to go last.
We're going to give Kate the opportunity. Kate, anyone you want to shout out to who's done either a great job in your organization or you want to thank, this is your opportunity there's a lot of people who are excited to hear this.
Yes, well, we have about 1,000 people. So my HR team, they are fabulous. There's 10 of us on the team. I could not do my job without each and every one of them. They are amazing. They are my left arm, right arm. They're just great people. I'm so fortunate to have such a wonderful HR team. And then every employee of Walworth County, I've said it from my start of my career in HR, starting at Miller Park. The number one asset of any organization is its people. And I truly believe that. And we have some wonderful people that work here and make this not only Walworth County as an employer great, but they make Walworth County to live in great, servicing the citizens of the county. So that's my shout out to 1,000 people who work for us.
My shout out right now is to my wife, Mary Trottier, the Elkhorn Area School District nurse. But not because she does an amazing job as a nurse, but in our 20-hour drive, she kept me from road raging again, during moments where, as you're driving down, people, you're on hour 14 and people cut in front of you. And so I want to thank my wife for being patient and loving me and giving me perspective as we drove down. Now, those moments didn't happen all the time. It was a good drive, but I'm going to shout out to my wife.
God bless her.
God bless her.
I'm going to throw mine out to like the downtown business community, and I include the chamber in that, between the tree lighting and DPW and all the lights they put up, how the square looks and the business decorations. I think they do a great job. A lot of work goes into that, and they're always reaching out to see what they can do to help whoever it is. Uh-oh.
Another great noon whistle. Kate, thanks for joining us. That time means it's back to lunch, or end the lunch, and it's back to work. Thanks, Kate, for joining us, and please follow us next week. We'll be back on at the 27th and hoping to have 2 Major League Baseball players if everything goes well. Thank you, Kate.
Thanks, Kate.
Thank you. Take care.
Yep,
I'm
enjoy
smiling
your
and
vacation.
waving.
No worries. Thank you.